Hello and welcome back to ENG and my name is Bharati. This module is about the main verbs and the auxiliary verbs. First let us learn the main verbs. A main verb stands alone to denote an action, a state of being or possession. It is used as a past participle when it is used with an auxiliary verb. Example, Susan borrowed my book yesterday. Here, borrowed is the verb and it denotes an action. Raghu is an engineer. Is the verb and it denotes the state of being. My neighbor has a parrot. Has is the verb and it denotes possession. Projects are assigned to the newcomers. Here, assigned is the main verb. It is in the form of past participle and are is the auxiliary verb. Now let us see what auxiliary verbs are. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. They help the main verb to form tenses and voices. Auxiliary verbs are used with main verb to denote tenses and voices. You will learn tenses and voices in the further videos. Now, auxiliary verbs are of two types: primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. Primary auxiliary verbs are of three types: be verbs, do verbs, and have verbs. Primary auxiliary verbs are used as helping verbs as well as main verbs. The next one is the modal auxiliary verb and they are 9 in number. We have the quasi modal or the semi-modal verbs which is the part of the modal auxiliary verbs. Now let us learn these auxiliary verbs in detail. The first one is the primary auxiliary verb, be verb. There are 8 be verbs and each one has a unique usage. Be verbs are used as a helping verb as well as a main verb. They denote the tense of the verb and also agrees with the subject. Now, be verbs used in present tense. Let us see what they are. Is is used after singular nouns or pronouns. Are is used after plural pronouns or nouns. Am is used after an I. So the present be verbs are is, are, and am. Be verbs used in past tense. Was. Was is used after singular nouns and pronouns. Were is used after plural nouns and pronouns. So the be verb used in the past tense are was and were. Be verbs used in future tense. The be verb that is used in the future tense is be and it is used after both singular and plural nouns or pronouns. The next be verb is been. It is the be verb used in passive perfect tenses. Next, being is the be verb used in passive continuous tense. Now, we have a few examples for be verbs. As I told you, be verbs are used as auxiliary verbs, that is helping verbs, as well as the main verb. We have examples for both. Let us see them one by one. Sarah is jogging now. Jogging is the main verb. Is the be verb and it denotes the tense as well as it agrees with the subject Sarah. Sarah is singular. In the next sentence, Sarah is a smart girl. Here, the be verb is used as the main verb. I am flying a plane. Here, flying is the main verb, am is the be verb, and it denotes the present tense. The next sentence, I am a pilot, am is the be verb, and it is used as the main verb. Dogs are barking. Barking is the main verb, are is the be verb, and it is in the present tense plural form. The next sentence, dogs are faithful animals. Are is used as the main verb. Akbar was ruling great. Ruling is the main verb, was is the be verb, and it denotes the past tense. The next sentence, Akbar was an emperor. Was is used as the main verb. They were sailing everywhere. Sailing is the main verb, where is the auxiliary verb, and it denotes the past tense in the plural form. The next sentence, they were sailors, were is used as the main verb. Roger will be taking a test shortly. Here, taking is the main verb, be is the auxiliary verb, and will denotes the future form. It is in the continuous tense. A treasure has been discovered recently. Discovered is the main verb, been is the be verb, and has denotes the perfect tense, and this is in the perfect passive voice. A seminar is being organized by the management. Organized is the main verb, being is the be verb, and is denotes the present tense in the passive continuous tense. The next primary auxiliary verb is the do verb. Do verbs have 5 forms. The first one is do. It is used in present tense with plural forms. Example, we do need help for gardening. Here, we is the noun and it is in the plural form, so we use do as the auxiliary verb and need is the main verb. Does is used in present tense with singular forms. Example, she does meet them every week. She is the noun and it is in the singular form, so we use the auxiliary verb does and meet is the main verb. Did is used in past tense with singular and plural forms. Example, they did not find the solution. She did not find the solution. Here, did is the auxiliary verb and find is the main verb. If you use they, it is plural. If you use she, it is singular. Next, doing is used in continuous tense with a be verb. Example, you are doing a wonderful job. Here, doing is the main verb and it is in the continuous form, and are is the be verb. Done is used as a past participle with an auxiliary verb. Example, the task was done successfully. Here, done is the main verb used in the past participle and was is the auxiliary verb. The next primary auxiliary verb is the have verbs. They are used in perfect tenses with main verbs. They are also used as main verbs. The verbs have has 3 forms. Has is used in present tense with singular form. Example, Akshay has made a record. Here, Akshay is singular and so has is used and made is the main verb. The next sentence, Akshay has a record. Akshay is the noun, is a singular and has is used as the main verb here. Have is used in present tense with plural form or I or you. Example, we have achieved the target. Here, achieved is the main verb, have is the auxiliary verb. Since all these forms, that is we, I and you, are considered as plural forms, we use have. It can be written as we have achieved the target or I have achieved the target or you have achieved the target. We have a target. Here, have is used as the main verb. In the previous sentence, have is used as the auxiliary verb. In this sentence, the second sentence, we have a target. It can be written as like this, or I have a target, or you have a target. The next have verb is had. Had is used in past tense with singular and plural. Example, Anuj had boarded the train, or they had boarded the train. If you use Anuj, it is singular. If you use they, it is plural. So either it is singular or plural. We use had, and boarded is the main verb. The next sentence, Anuj had train tickets. Here had is used as the main verb. In the previous sentence, had is used as the auxiliary verb. Anuj had train tickets, or they had train tickets. The be verbs, do verbs, and have verbs are used to frame questions that give yes or no type answers. So using these be verbs or do verbs and have verbs, we are able to form questions, and those questions will provide us an answer which gives a yes or no type. Let us see the examples. Is she your mother? Yes, she is. Are the mangoes sweet? No, they aren't. Am I selected for the team? Yes, you are. Do you prefer black tea? No, I don't. Does she live in the city? Yes, she does. Did you hear loud noise? Yes, I did. Has the maid come today? No, she hasn't. Have they won the match? Yes, they have. Had he attended the party? No, he hadn't. So in this way, we frame the questions which gives a yes or no type of answers. The next one is the modal auxiliary verbs. Modals modify the meaning of the main verb. There are 9 modals and 4 quasi-modals. Let us see them one by one. The first one is can. Can denotes the ability. Example, he can cook food, so it denotes the ability here. Can is also used to ask a permission. Can we go out now? So here it asks a permission. It also expresses an offer. Can I drop you? So it is an offer. The next one is could. Could is used to express a polite question. Could I have a word with you, ma'am? So it is a polite question. We have some more. The next one is will. Will denotes determination. Example, I will work hard from now. So with determination, we say this. Next, will is used to express a request. Will you teach me math? The next one is would. Would is used to express an offer. Would you like to join us? Shall is also used to express an offer. Shall I carry your bag for you? Shall is also used to express a certainty. We shall fix it by tomorrow. So when you're certain about something, we use shall. The next one is should, and it is used to express an advice. You should take some rest. When we are advising someone, we use should. Next we have may. May is used to express a permission. May I come in? Again, may is used to express probability. The train may be late today, a doubtful case. Might is also used to express probability. He might come if you invite. And the last modal verb is must. It is used to express necessity. It is a must to develop immunity. So there are 9 modal verbs. They are can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, and must. We have another example for must. That is certainty. It is used for certainty. You must wear a helmet when you drive. Next is the quasi-modals. Quasi-modals or semi-modals are called marginal modal verbs. They are not subjected to all grammar rules. Now we have some examples. The first quasi-modal is dare. Example, how dare she talks to me like that? Need. We need not worry about safety. The next quasi-modal is used to. We used to gather during weekends. The next one is ought to. We ought to reach by evening. Next we have a big table over here and we have 3 columns. The auxiliary verbs, the negative form of these auxiliary verbs, and we have the contractions. Contraction means the short forms. If is the auxiliary verb, the negative form is not and the contraction is isn't. For are, it is are not and aren't. For was, it is was not and wasn't. For where, it is were not and weren't. For do, do not, don't. Does, does not, doesn't. Did, did not, didn't. Has not, hasn't. Have not, haven't. Had not, hadn't. Cannot, can't. Could not, couldn't. Will not, won't. Would not, wouldn't. Shall not, shan't. Should not, shouldn't. Must not, mustn't. Now, let me sum up. We learnt the main verbs and the auxiliary verbs in this video. Main verbs denote an action, a state of being and possession. Auxiliary verbs are used as helping verbs and main verbs. The 2 types of auxiliary verbs are primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. In primary auxiliary verbs, we have the be verb, do verb, and have verbs. There are 9 modal verbs and 4 quasi-modal verbs. Well, this marks the end of this session. If you find this video useful, kindly like and share. Please hit on the subscribe button and the bell icon. Don't forget to drop your comments and queries down in the comment box. Thanks for watching.